The tables have turned on President Biden, who now trails Trump by 2 points after Robert F. Kennedy Jr. makes it on the state's ballot.
All right, and that's where Lawrence Jones is having breakfast with friends. Joining him is Michigan gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon. She's got a great podcast, and she's with a great guy. Lawrence, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. So we're on our first state of our three-state tour of all the swing states. Got Tudor Dixon here. When you look at the polling, Fox News polling, you got Donald Trump right now at 42% here in Michigan, Joe Biden at 40%. But what about the Senate? What about the House? Do you see Republicans being able to take back this state?
I think that's going to be tough. We're going to have to work really hard. We have to get a strong ground game in place. But Trump is always different. When Trump is on the ticket, he lifts up the ticket. So there is a really good chance that Trump winning the state of Michigan will be the answer for the down ticket races. Now, I was talking to you about Chris Christie saying there's not a Trump voter. There is a Trump voter. And the Trump voters didn't come out for me in 22. He wasn't on the ballot. That means this time, these candidates have a huge advantage. They're going to come out, and we want them to vote down ticket.
So one of the biggest concerns is the issue of abortion. Democrats ran on that issue. We saw this recent ad of Democrats using this as an issue. Let's play a little bit of it.
Trump Republicans want to criminalize young Alabama women who travel for reproductive care.
Miss, I'm going to need you to step out of the vehicle, take a pregnancy test.
Stop them.
So they're going to run on this issue, and they're going to use fear. What can Republicans do to message this the right way?
I think Donald Trump has done a great job of making Gretchen Whitmer's argument obsolete, and I think that was devastating for her. She is the queen of abortion. She took this issue and she ran with it like crazy in 2022, and she did a great job. You are right. Fear was the best motivator to get people to the polls. I think that ad is so corny. I think people are starting to step away from the idea because they're like, look, Donald Trump has even said that this is going to be a state's issue. States are going to choose. It's on the ballot. In those states where it's on the ballot, people will choose that, and they can choose their candidate independently. That is really going to be hard for Democrats because they can't run on this issue anymore. Republicans on this issue, they need to understand that we can do things to provide families what they need to reduce abortions. Since the Dobbs decision, abortions have been the highest they've ever been in the United States of America. So Republicans need to understand there are more than one way to skin a cat in this issue. You have got to come around families and provide ways to keep babies, to make it easier to adopt, to give families a chance rather than allow these Democrats to just railroad people into fear and force them into abortion.
It's such a good point. And do you think that there's something that you could have done differently in your race regarding that issue on the ballot?
You know, I go back and forth so many times, and like Monday morning quarterback my race. I mean, sure, I think if there were an alternative, then potentially people would have changed their minds. But I don't think we can go back. I think we have to learn from it and move forward.
Such a good, powerful. Tudor Dixon, thank you so much for joining us.